So, it's Spine Health Week this week, so I thought I'd make a quick video out there for those athletes suffering from back pain. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Kevin, osteopath here at Premier Sports and Spinal Medicine. So the topic of this video is my top 5 tips for those athletes suffering from back pain. So tip number 1, not doing your stretching and mobility exercises. I get it. They're slow, they're boring, they take up time, you just want to get into the main workout. However, it's essential that you do your stretching and mobility workout beforehand to make sure that your body is primed and ready to undergo the loads that you're going to put on it during your main workout. Tip number 2, in a similar sort of vein, neglecting to do your prehab and rehab exercises. Again, they're boring, they take up time and they're slow. But it's important that you do your rehab exercises so that you recover and build yourself up from a previous injury, as well as your prehab exercises to make you strong and more resilient to decrease your chances of an injury happening in the future. Now, tip number 3, rest. Not taking enough rest. And I understand when you first start a new exercise, you want to do it as much as you can to try and get as good as you can, as quick as you can. However, your strength and fitness adaptations don't occur when you're training, the stresses that you put on it, Your muscles become bigger and stronger and fitter while they're resting, when they're being rebuilt during that rest period, not while you're working out. So if you keep working out and pushing yourself, but not giving yourself a chance to recover and adapt, then you're not going to be getting the most out of each workout as much as you could be. Tip number 4, changing your workout when you are injured. Unfortunately, it's part of the game. Some sports you're more likely to get injured than others, and it's unfortunately the name of the game. However, just because you're injured doesn't mean that you can't continue training. It also doesn't mean that you can continue training the way you were before. So just because you're injured doesn't mean that you have to take time off completely. It just means you have to change up what you're doing. It might be you have to work on, say, more technique for a couple of weeks, or maybe you need to do less intensity and more volume, or vice versa. But it means something has to change because you are injured. And finally, tip number 5, and probably the most common tip I see in a lot of my patients, is not getting a professional opinion straight away. Well, you get it, you're an athlete, you're a hard-charging athlete, and you want to get back in there as quick as you can. However, I see a lot of these people, and they waste weeks on end because they've jumped on the internet and they've typed in their symptoms and asked Dr. Google what's going on, and they've tried to figure out for themselves what's going on. My best advice for those people is, if you want to get back to doing your sport, your activity as quick as you can, seek a professional opinion straight away. These are your health professionals, and it's their job to take you from an injury back to doing what you want. So if you have any questions, if you're not quite sure what's going on with an injury, save yourself the time, effort and money and get a professional opinion straight away. So those are my top 5 tips for those athletes out there suffering from back pain. I hope that helps. And if you have any other questions, give us a call at Premier Sports and Spinal Medicine and ask for me, Dr. Kevin, osteopath. Have a good day. Bye.